Hey Epic peoples, Epic here. So it's been about 3 weeks since my last update. Yeah, sorry about that. I had planned to get these out bi-weekly, but life threw in a few surprises my way. All good things though. Let's jump right into what I've done over the last few weeks without wasting any time. First thing, I got allies to despawn when I forcefully exit combat mode. Now I should be able to have them despawn when combat ends normally too, but that can wait for another time. Knowing how to do it is a good start for now. With that done, I can dive into the more fun stuff, modifying stats for players and characters. Every unit in the game has these base stats: health points, mana points, physical attack and defense, elemental attack and defense, speed to determine the turn order, range to see how far you can move on the map, accuracy, evasion, and critical hit rate. These stats apply to all units and can be modified by equipping items or leveling up. Setting up these stats in Unreal was fairly straightforward. Now onto the next challenge: attacks and skills. Each unit can do a basic attack within one space from them, which is already covered by the plugin I'm using. Plugins are a lifesaver, and without them, I would have been going crazy trying to finish this within a month. Work smarter, not harder, right? Skills though, that's where things get interesting. Each unit has a skill list, and as they level up, they might unlock new skills. Skills cost MP, and you start with just 3 slots, but you can earn more as the game progresses. Skills come in all shapes and sizes. Some might hit a long line in front of you, others in a small far off space, or even the entire map. There are lots of possible patterns which lets players strategically position units to make the most of their skills. But watch out, skills are powerful, but they can also hurt allies too. To make skills work visually, I need to display unique attack patterns on the map to show each skill's area of effect. Some skills let you pick a target within range, but others are static. Their hitboxes need to stay the same regardless of direction. Time to get into making those hitboxes happen. Step 1, get the location of the unit using the skill. Step 2, figure out which way the unit is facing. Then I need to highlight tiles based on the direction they're facing. This applies to most skills I want in the game, and unfortunately there is no quick shortcut for this in the toolkit. I'm just gonna have to tackle this head on. While doing this, I discovered that each character is made up of 2 components: the unit, which handles logic, and the puppet, which handles things like animations. Good to know for future reference. The puppet's rotation changes with movement, so I can use that to determine the direction and from there position the hitbox. Surprisingly, it ended up being a lot simpler than I expected. Of course, I'll need to hardcode hitboxes for each skill, but it's not as bad as I thought. For now, I've got one hitbox working, and I will return to the others later, but here's where I ran into a real problem. When I select my skill, it fires instantly. It's cool to see it work, but I want to give players a chance to either confirm their move or back out. In Pokemon Conquest, for example, you can see the hitbox and adjust your position before attacking, which is what I want to replicate. So I dove into the toolkit ability system, spent some time messing around with events, and didn't come up with a single solution. This problem had me stumped for about a week and a half. Finally, with a little help, I cracked the code. Turns out the solution was simpler than I thought, but with my 2 brain cells, I wasn't going to come up with that answer by myself. Having another set of eyes on something can help out greatly when you have been looking at it for a long while. Now that I can confirm or cancel a move, I can call events based on what the player wants to do. Through all of this, I've learned a ton about inheritance, calling events from other objects, player input, the turn manager system, and the grid system. The next step should be pretty manageable: creating enums, structs, and data tables for the units and pulling information from those as needed. Once that's in place, and I've cleaned up the few loose ends on the code, it'll be time for the next big challenge: AIs using skills. The AIs can use skills that come with the plugin, but getting them to handle my hard-coded skills might be tricky. I'm definitely a little intimidated by that, but hey, no pain, no gain, right? Hopefully I'll be back next week to show some more progress on that. Wish me luck, and until next time, stay epic.
Sharp like an edge of a samurai sword, the mental blade cut through flesh and bone. Though my mind's at peace, the word out of order, missing then the heat, life gets colder. Oh yes, I have to find my path, no less walk on earth, water and fire. The elements compose the madness, opens my modus operandi as a bound.